Well, this is the M38 1/4 ton utility truck. This was manufactured by Ford Motor Company under license from Willys Overland for military service. The Willys MB was a designation the U.S. Army gave to the Willys, and GPW was the designation they gave to the Jeeps produced by Ford, stands for General Purpose Wagon. And the word Jeep is an acronym for General Purpose, GP, and it morphed into Jeep. Now, the vehicle was manufactured in 1952, and it actually came off the production line in July, called the Willys M38 or the Willys MC. Basically, it's a 1/4 ton four-wheel drive truck made by Willys between 1949 and 52. It replaced the World War II Willys MBs and the Ford GPWs. And there was a total production of approximately 60,000 units down in the United States. There's 2,135 of these made for the Canadian military. Not all of them went to the Canadian military. Some of them did find their way down into the United States and to other countries as well. This was actually based on the CJ3A, the civilian Jeep. The main differences between the civilian Jeep at the time and the military Jeep is the M38 had a reinforced frame and suspension, a 24-volt electrical system, a sealed vent system for the engine, transmission, transfer case, fuel system, and brake system. With the attachment for a snorkel on the side and then on the tailpipe, you could literally drive the vehicle underwater. The tires are called unidirectional, and what they do is they leave an imprint in the ground where if there's any enemy trying to follow you, they can't tell which direction you were driving from, which way you came from or which way you went. The first number, 20, 101282. 20 is the classification for the vehicle as a G103 1/4 ton reconnaissance vehicle. 101282 is the actual serial number of the vehicle. The serial number of this vehicle is F for Ford 101282. The Roman numeral 8 is for the 8th U.S. Army, which was the Army units that were active in the Korean conflict. 4077, that's totally fictional. That would be the unit that operated the Jeep. M-EV is medical evacuation. HQ-1 is headquarters, and that's the first vehicle assigned to the headquarters unit. So basically, I did the vehicle up as a Jeep from the MASH TV series. These Jeeps were made anywhere from 1941 up until the late 60s and even into the 70s, various styles of them. So the parts are readily available and at a reasonable price. I saw an ad on Kijiji, and I went and looked at it, and it was within my price range, and I've wanted one since I was a teenager, and I thought 37 years is long enough to wait for it. I just like Jeeps, that's all. I just like the older style Jeeps, the World War II style Willys MBs or the Ford GPWs, and particularly the flat fender style Jeep. I've always liked them, wanted one for years, and I got one finally. I'm just happy I have it, and hopefully I can enjoy it as long as my legs hold out. That clutch is really hard to push in. It's heavy. Normal reaction, people come up and look at it and go, oh, cool, it's a MASH Jeep, and they take pictures of it, and there's been some little kids, they've sat in it and had their pictures taken and all that, and even some older kids in their 20s that wanted their pictures taken in it, so I don't mind doing that, that's fun. I get a lot of thumbs up and a lot of horn honks and a lot of stares from people looking at me like, what is that? Where did you get it? And this one guy came up to me one time and said, what year is that Jeep? Hold on a second. I'll give you my card. I want to do a show on it. And that would be you, right? It's an 11-gallon tank, and that gets me approximately 200 miles. It isn't very much. This is a two-handed driver, so I keep both hands on the wheels there. Not because I'm supposed to, but because of the steering, the type of vehicle it is. It needs to be driven. It's noisy, it's stinky, it's bumpy, it's a Jeep, and only Jeep people understand that.